Hi everybody, my name is Sayria, and I am here today to bring you some sauce in the form of a world record speedrun for River City Ransom EX in the category any % Wussy Mode, no cheats. It is the result of several days of an intense, blistering grind that I subjected myself to because I have seen the potential time save that it still exists in this category, and I have been so consumed by the idea of finally nailing that time that just makes me go, yes! And this run that you're about to see is not quite that yet, but I'm very satisfied with how it turned out, and I am really excited to be able to commentate this run that I did for you. I was doing all these attempts offline because I was just really wanting to zero in all of my focus, and I've been getting so many good attempts in. It's been so much fun. It's been infuriating. It has been a ride, and here we go. Now, in the beginning of this run, you're going to be seeing me do something that I haven't been doing in any of the runs that you might have seen of this category to this point. It starts normally, I jump out because it's faster, I turned back, and I ran out again. Now, I know that I am very strange and I very frequently make horrible decisions in my life, and that may seem like one of those things where it had no reason and I just cost myself time because I am a loser, but there is a reason for that, and that will be saving us time in the long run. I'll explain it when we get there. Now, this ends up being a strange first boss room fight. One guy ran away, that's great, but then Dean somehow avoided that attack, and he was a problem, but then he ran away. And okay, I'll take it. There was a lot to react to there in that split. It was very strange, but I ended up getting a 40. And it was a high 40. That's acceptable. I would like to be having times around 37 or 38 seconds in that split, but 40 is perfectly acceptable. And really, what I really need to have happen is upcoming in Rocco's room, the WSL co-warehouse. I need first try frat boys, because the mob are way too slow to fight, and we have to re-enter the room in order to get the frat boys. Thankfully, there they are, first try. I need first try in order to have any reasonable chance at world record these days, and so luckily we got that, and I waited on the left. I picked up a tire to make sure that everybody spawned on the right, so that they could all be together. Corey ran away, that's fine. It'd be nicer if Clark ran away because he takes longer to kill, and I messed up a little bit there. I tried too early to kick him. I jumped kicked to avoid picking up the chain, but doing it too early did not waste that much time, only about half a second. It's just a little hard on the eyes, but it's nothing major. And now, you're about to see the reason that I did that thing in the beginning. Ooh, Gary's not there. We skipped the Gary cutscene. So how that worked is, whenever you're playing just as Alex alone, and you have your allies set above 1 so you can have people join you, if you re-enter the first room of the game after you leave it, Gary will be there all the way on the left side. But all I did was just immediately run out of the room as soon as I entered it, and that tells the game that we do not want Gary to join us, and so he will not appear in Blade's room, and we don't have to sit through him talking. And that is a nice 2-second overall time save that we can work with, and it landed me with a 2-minute flat time at Blade, and that is a nice pace. I've been seeing paces like 155 and 156 just absolutely blazing, and that gives us a nice bit of chunk of leeway to work with coming into this mid-game where we have to rely on good gangs to appear. Here's the first room. The jocks are fine. They're very common here. Okay, we got them. They take 12 damage to beat, and it takes a charged dash attack to beat them normally with that, but you can also charge up weapon throws. That does the job more easily, and they're a bit desynced here, so I'm going to use this guy to nail his friend, and I love that. I'm so glad I was able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and one of the birds was the stone, and we love it when that happens. And the Turk fight was fine. I actually started it out a bit weirdly, but this was an average Turk fight, and it's totally fine. And oh, you hate to see it. The worst gang in the game, the locals, but oh, excuse me. But we got the dragons, which are totally fine because they go down instantly. They only have 1 damage. 1 HP. But strangely enough, none of them threw their rocks at me. They were very docile. And you never see that with the dragons, but I'll take it. And I got that running, dashing, jumping kick on Moose. That's a nice, fast way to start the fight. And this fight can vary in how long it takes to kill him. There are like 5 rounds of variance that you can get him in. This was pretty average. Totally fine. But we're a bit behind. So from this point on, it's going to be absurdly difficult to get a world record, because I would like to be around 8 seconds ahead at this point. A sub 345 Turk is, or sub 345 Mojo is what I'm looking for. Especially if I get the entrees to show up in Mojo's room, because if I kill enough of them, they give me so much money that I can buy 2 of those shoes that you just saw me buy, and that saves absurd amounts of time on the final boss fights, but I only was able to get 1, so I am on a very thin cord here. I need great luck. The Plague are not a good gang here because they have 20 HP, so I had to be really inventive. I had to be perfect in order to get a fast fight here to have any chance at world record. This was a bit weird, but I reacted well to that guy being on the ground, and now I'm going to use this guy to knock the last guy down and throw him in the pit because he has a lot of HP, and I was immediately able to knock Thor down and throw him into the pit with the red kill. That was exactly the room that I needed to keep world record chances alive. That was the most important room in the game, what you just, this run, what you just saw. Very, very proud of that. That is about as well as you can fight the Plague. But every single split you're about to see from here on out needs to be perfect as well. We need good luck here. Internationals are totally fine. They can do some footsies like that and be annoying. They can block, but like that, but they only have 10 HP, which is usually fine. And luckily, I was able to get the last 4 guys in a relatively close proximity, and that was a very fast room. And Ivan cooperated. He's always scary, but I got him into the corner, so now I'm pretty safe. And there is a faster way to do this fight. You can save about 3 rounds with only 1 pump sneaks on you. But I wanted to be safe, and so I lost some time here, and I lost way more to the locals. That is the worst room in the game where they can appear because you have to wait for the door animation. And I got the Plague again, so again, I have to be perfect with how I deal with them. I missed that guy, and I missed all of them with that weapon throw, but it worked out because I was able to use that guy and get a charged weapon attack with him, and then all of them coalesced together too. So that was lightning fast. That was, again, exactly what I needed, and now I need to get the quick kill on Otis. Here, I need to try and catch him on his feet right here. That's so hard to do under pressure. That was, again, the only way that I was going to be on world record pace. That saves, I think, more than 5 seconds if you manage to catch him on his feet, and I was begging for the Cowboys here. Yes. This was a very rare moment where I was close to world record pace and the game gave me the Cowboys. They only have 12 HP, so I was able to beat them very quickly, and I capitalized. Oh, I missed my dragon kick there, but that's a very small time loss, and so now heart is absolutely pounding as I go into this Dragon Twins fight. Keep in mind that my world record actually choked the final action in the entire run, the glitched kill on Slick, so I can save 2 seconds on the final split. So we're about to see if I have a chance here. All I need is 2 seconds. I need less than 2 seconds. There we go. I have a chance. So I just have to not choke again. Victory, baby. And I'm gonna try and get a swag freeze frame. Boom. And that is a speedrun of 7 minutes and 10 seconds, .950. It is a new world record in River City Ransom EX, any percent Wussy Mode, no cheats. And that one, it's an interesting one because I had to come from behind it. I was already running against a very good endgame, so I had to be really, really, really optimal on that top floor, and everything around it was exactly what it needed to be, and I'm very pleased with everything that happened there. It's not a sub 710, but I'm really pleased with how everything went, especially because my luck wasn't the best. I got a local spawn in the gym, which is the worst place for that to happen. It's 5 seconds because you have to wait for the door animation. I got the locals in Mojo's room as well, and the Plague are not the gang that you want to see in Thor's room. But I was able to work around all that stuff and still get a very clean run, which I'm very satisfied with. And I hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope that it was informative, and I hope that you enjoy this lovely picture of Alex and Ryan just savoring their spoils and looking over the city. I don't really know what's going on with Alex there, though. I mean, honestly, it looks like he really had to pee, and after all that fighting, he just couldn't hold it in anymore, so he's just letting it out. It is a sensation that is unmatched by anything else on this earth. That guy just threw himself over and over into danger, facing off with unscrupulous and fiery and reckless, morally bankrupt young high schoolers just having to repeatedly fend for his life and the life of his rival's girlfriend. And at the end of it all, after he chucks his former friend off the roof of his high school, and he climbs to its very tip, and he frees his own tip, just as he has freed the city that he now gazes upon lovingly, softly, with a softness that belies the hard, firm, coarse calluses on his fighting fists. And upon River City there alights a yellow rainbow of victory, directly onto Slick's body. I don't know where any of that came from. Okay, so I'm gonna need to hide from humanity now after that. Yeah. Speedrunning. I really hope that you enjoyed that run, and I hope that you have managed to keep your sanity after what just happened. Good God. Yeah. So yeah, this is a nice run, and I'm definitely very pleased with it, but it can definitely still be beaten by quite a bit, even with all the same situations that this run had. Which means that there can be a ton of time saved from other things, either the things that we haven't put in place yet, or the double pump sneaks from getting the entrees in Mojo's room. That can save at least 10 seconds on the Dragon Twins fight alone. It can save time on the Ivan fight too. Also, I really want to figure out something that I've seen happen in the game before that I don't really understand yet that can save a ton of time. A few times after I've beaten a boss, instead of giving me their usual death dialogue, they've just said absolutely nothing, and then instantly the boss music stops and the game registered them as defeated. If we can figure out how to harness that dialogue skip and be able to perform it consistently at the end of every boss fight where it can save time and it doesn't cost time to set up, that is a huge deal and could really push this category down. But to this point, I have no idea how it works, and I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't even have footage to work with that I can study. So yeah, overall, sub 7 is basically just around the corner. Extremely possible, extremely doable, which is wild to think about, because only a few months ago, I got a world record of 8 minutes and 52 seconds in this same category, and at the time all of us thought that that was going to be like pretty untouchable, and it was like this glorious run. It's so amazing what has happened since then, and I'm grateful for all the support I've gotten and all of the experiences that I've been able to have as a speedrunner with this game, with all of you around me. It means the world to me, and I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. If any of you have questions about any of this, then feel free to message me on speedrun.com. My username is SEIREA, Seria. And if you are interested in speedrunning this game, or if you just want to talk about this game with like-minded people, then we have set up a Discord for this speedrunning community, and I will provide a link for that, and feel free to hop in, and we'd love to have you. Also, very soon, there will never be a better time to start speedrunning this game, because I am building a bounty pool, where if anybody submits any time in any category in this game on speedrun.com leaderboards, then there will be a chance for them to win some cash from this bounty. I will be releasing a video soon with more details, but yeah, play this game fast, win some cash. Why not, right? This game is amazing for beginner speedrunners, and I am really looking forward to the possibility of people taking the plunge and getting their toes wet with speedrunning this video game. All for it. I can't wait to see what you have to offer. Give it a shot. With all that said, I think it is time for me to shut my stupid mouth. So, I hope all of you have a brilliant one, and thank you so much again for watching, and I wish you all the very best. Dream on, friends. Peace. Till next time.